Oh my goodness. Donovan is sounding like he's having a good old time. Okay. Q&A. Do you want to turn on lights in the kitchen?
Can you read for me?
I can read. I just, you know. Perfect. Okay. Playing the Q&A. If anyone wants to join in even later, I like to know question or the answers that other people have too. Although we are just playing it between ourselves. Yeah, you're right. It's a little tricky to read them. Ooh, here's a good one. Oops, I'm gonna do that. Okay, you ready? If you could actually lose weight or get healthier by eating any one food of your choice every day, what would it be? Hang on a second. Oh, I might want that hall light on. I thought I didn't, but I think I do. Aren't I fun? Because you're right. I don't think I can read these very well without any light over here. Well, the light was so bright behind me that, I mean, we could move that down, I suppose. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. Because this is that time of day when the light is just kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of dwindling. So if you could actually lose weight or get healthier by eating any one food of your choice every day, what would it be?
Shrimp. Love shrimp.
Shrimp.
Anyway. You cook it, broil it.
Man.
Easy for me.
Well, you know me.
Cucumber?
No. Like, does it have to be a healthy food? That's what I wonder.
I don't know.
If you could actually lose weight or get healthier by eating any one food. Maybe you should sit the other way. You just dumped my... Yeah, okay. So, let's see. It doesn't say it has to be a healthy food. So if you could just take your pick and eat whatever you want, I mean, does that count? Like, if you could eat, like, blueberry muffins for the rest of your life and lose weight, would you do it? I think I would. If it was like, hello, how are you? Dylan, and is it Rachel? It reads Rachel. So, I don't know. If it had to be a healthy food, I suppose I would eat like grilled chicken or something like that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm at that age where it starts to kind of go by the wayside, you know? And you start going, ugh, every 20-something-year-old girl on here. Okay, what particular era in American history do you find the most fascinating? This is a good question for you.
Oh, in history? I would have to say World War
You guys
I.
can answer too. I'd love that.
Yeah, World War One, because I just
World War One.
see the biggest. Yeah, it's the biggest growth from the way we fought battles was only 30, 40 years, and we went from cannons to horses to different things to nuclear bombs and rockets. And
yeah. So you think like it was a simpler time?
Yeah, air for. I just think it's such a big change.
So I guess maybe you're thinking about like Industrial Revolution, right?
Exactly.
You think the Industrial Revolution had a lot to do with?
Oh yeah. just that time frame of that era, they did things so differently.
All right. What particular era in American history do you find most fascinating? I think it would be the 20s, like when we had Prohibition. It's not like I would have enjoyed that, but I think that it just seemed like a really interesting time in the history of the US. I don't know why. I didn't,
The flop houses and the dancing. And...
yeah, like the speakeasies, and we were going from being really, I don't know. I also find the 50s and 60s kind of interesting, especially for American women. Like, can you imagine getting up every day and, like, dressing in the nicest, like, June Cleaver outfit and heels every single day of your life and walking around your house and all that kind of stuff? I mean, that would be, like, crazy, right? All right. What is one thing you've never done to celebrate your birthday that you would like to do someday?
Oh, gosh.
That's a good one. What have you done? I'm trying.
Celebrate
How
your
you guys
birthday.
doing? What would you guys do, like, if you go to the beach? Oh man, me too, but I think I've done that before. So this is something you've never done to celebrate your birthday. So you've never been to the beach? Yeah, you're definitely missing out. I didn't go for, like, what was it, 30 years, and we just went last year, and it was, like, amazing. I so enjoyed it. All right, so what do you think? What's one thing you've never done to celebrate your birthday?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna conquer a fear like skydiving or something. I'm afraid of heights.
Skydiving?
I'm afraid of heights.
You know what I think? I would almost say not skydiving, although that would be kind of fun. I was thinking more like, like hot air balloon ride.
Yeah, something different.
I've never done that, and I always thought that would be cool. Skylar says, go to the beach, and I think that's a good one, because, man, if you haven't been, then you're definitely in for a treat. Okay, we've got the juicier cards too.
Yeah,
The ones that are like,
you gotta find them.
I see them, they're right there. I've got them. Okay.
We can do a little bit of both.
What is your personal description of true happiness? Ooh, that's a big one. Dylan says fishing. Is that for the thing you would do on your birthday, or is that true happiness, Dylan? Is that the true happiness question?
You know what my answer is going to be?
No, actually I don't. What is it?
Street striding.
Oh, street striding. So
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we ride on these cycles that are kind of fun. Okay, so Dylan, that is the happy place right there.
Elliptical bike.
True happiness. Riding on the street strider. So for me, my personal description of true happiness is spending time as a family, like this Christmas was. I mean, that was really happy for me.
That was happy for me too.
But, I miss a couple of my kids a lot. Okay. Which individual from your past who is not a family member has had the greatest influence on the person you've become?
The person I've become?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It can't be a family member. So what individual from your past?
That would be my dad, but he's a family member.
Yeah, you got to pick someone who's not a family member.
Oh gosh, that is a tough question.
Yeah. You know, I suppose that people could have a positive or a negative influence on your life, but had the greatest influence. So, on the person that you've become, I would say for me it was Eric. So, I mean, Eric really did.
He's a family member.
No, he's not. He's not a family member.
Well, I had to say Michael Jackson probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway,
He kind of inspires you to be a good person and
that's my friend Michael Jackson, not the singer.
right.
He just always conducts himself in a professional manner. Is funny, engaging. Has that sense of adventure that I have.
Yeah. What is one thing that many people love or rave about that utterly fails to excite you? I had a good one for that.
Okay, you go.
So, I don't know if this is kind of like I could come up with something different, but right off the bat, it's a conversation I got into last night where I was watching all these people rave about this is going to sound goofy, but raving about line dried clothes, like clothes that were dried outside. And I can't stand outside dried clothes. I know it saves electricity, but give me a dryer sheet and softness any day over this like stiff or stinky outside smelling clothes. Like I know it saves energy and it's not the popular thing to do, but I just can't. I don't like the way it feels and I don't like the way they smell. So I don't understand why everybody raves about how good clothes that were line dried smell. I don't get that at all.
I'd have to say for me, probably be the exact opposite of what someone said earlier. Fishing. I grew up with a whole family full of fishermen.
Oh yeah?
Oh, it just bores me. Fishing
It's
bores
boring?
me. And
It's not boring when you get one though.
I absolutely love seafood, but actually love seafood, but I'm not a fish person at all. I don't like the taste of fish, but I love seafood. And we used to go on vacations or whatever and go somewhere fishing. I'd be the one either netting or crabbing or doing something else. That excites me more than waiting for something to hit my line.
Hmm. Well, that's kind of fishing too, isn't it?
Kind of, but fishing for other things. It's always had a different thing for nets and.
Got it. Okay. I mean, I think there's a lot of different definitions for fishing.
I got a full.
Sitting there and just relaxing and drinking a beer or whatever, that's.
Oh, that part's fun. I'm out there.
Okay. All right. What? I don't even know.
Throw that one back in the box.
Yeah, I don't even know. I've never seen that word, and I'm usually a big wordy, Hetherto? Unorganized. What? Hetherto? Unanswered question in your life would you most like to have answered today? What in the world? Hitherto. Hitherto. Have you ever seen that word? Look at that. I've never even seen that word. I have no idea what it means. Isn't that crazy? It's time for Google. Hitherto or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Gone. Okay. More than any other, which class in school do you wish you had taken more seriously?
Taken more seriously? Oh gosh. Oh, probably my history class.
History?
Yeah.
I think you took that very serious, didn't you? I mean,
no, I didn't. I wish I would have. Taken more history classes and not the accounting classes. Accounting's boring. History. history is great. And they just, you learn history, history repeats itself, and history is knowledge.
Okay. Which class do I wish I had taken more seriously? I don't know. I mean, I could say math because math has really, it's not that I didn't take it serious, it's always just been a big freaking hot mess for me. I don't think I ever got math, ever. I hate math so much. But yeah, history would be a big one too. I had a really boring teacher and they just bored the tears out of all of us. I mean, like, we just didn't, I don't know. If upon your death you could be memorialized by something in a city park, what would you want constructed or created in your memory?
Street Strider.
Oh my goodness, even the Street Striders.
Like,
you don't think about anything else, do you? I gotta like set this on so it'll stop moving.
A lot of fun, keeps you moving, keeps you healthy, and
Okay, well, for me, I guess it can be done, even though I've tried and I haven't had any success. I would have a 4-leaf clover patch put into a garden.
wondering if it's gonna center around that. That's
Well,
good.
Why not? I actually have one spot in my favorite park that is very, it's got a spot that is very 4-leaf clover. You've just written an epic novel, but you need a memorable final line for your literary masterpiece. What would the closing sentence say?
Oh God, that's a tough one.
Yep. The end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really deep and profound there.
Yeah, but it's to the point. Lets you know when you're done.
I think after losing 2 children and a husband and a dad, I'd say, hug your family and tell them you love them. It's just like, I don't know, I think that's what I would say. Hug your family and tell them you love them every day. Because I didn't get a whole lot of that growing up, and yeah, it's important. Okay.
The riskier box too, actually.
If what?
You can be regular in the other box too.
Grab that one over there. It's underneath the.
Go ahead and read that.
Okay. If you were asked to deliver a commencement address at a major university, what would be your main message to the students?
Don't be afraid to try anything.
Don't be afraid to try anything. I think mine would.
Don't center your opinions on whatever other people think. Be about it, live it, make your own opinions.
I think mine would be to always give your adult self another chance at different things, because if you didn't like something as a child, like, you should try it again as you get older, because this isn't something you'd probably put into a commencement speech, but I just think that people should give second and third and fourth chances as they age, or whatever. All right, we're going to get into the saucier questions according to this, that they're a little more personal and racy, I guess. I don't know.
This is new for me.
I don't know as they're saucy, I guess. I don't know. In your opinion, what is the worst first impression you've ever made for a date, a job interview, or at a dinner party anywhere?
The worst first impression?
Yep, the worst first impression. That's
I
tough.
lost my. I went to a concert, a date to a concert, and couldn't find my way back to the car.
You couldn't find the car.
No, no, it's terrible. It's terrible.
You know, I am just gonna say that for me, um, I've had job interviews that just didn't go the way that I had thought they would, and I'm like fumbling over words and stuff like that. It was just like rough. However, of all the books you've read, which one made the biggest impact on you?
All the books I read made the biggest impact. Oh gosh, probably the Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah, no, the Bible. In terms of doing that, and not only to give good messages, but you gave it gave a good history of kind of how things happened and how things really were, and kind of set up how society kind of runs a little bit. What's good and what's evil.
So I know this will be goofy, but I just think for me it's a mindfulness book. I read a lot of nonfiction, so it's just, it's nothing that you can really say is profound or deep or anything like that. um, if you could host your own reality TV show, what would be the theme? And how would contestants be eliminated from the show?
God, they got so many of them that are so good. I would have to. I don't know. I kind of like that.
Your
it's
own.
already been done, but it's.
So your own.
Yeah, I kind of like the excitement of, even though it's kind of bad, Squid Games.
Squid Games. I haven't
Where
seen
it was
that.
just like
So.
a life or death kind of decisions you had to make, and all it had to do with fate, and also to do with your intuition and skill. It had a bit of everything. You have physical, mental. The thing is just handling yourself under pressure.
I can't. I don't know.
Mine
would be about like mine would be, I think, about like Fear Factor style, and you get eliminated when you're not
yeah, that's
tough enough
I want to change that.
You want to change your answer now?
Like something that tests your.
Or I know. Like people have to get on the show, and they have to bring and find the most valuable like pieces without looking at Google to get the value for them. And you get eliminated when your piece is like the lowest valued item. So you have to go around to different. This is really unique, right? You have to go around to different like yard sales or estate sales or wherever. You can find stuff wherever, and then you bring the most treasured item you can find to the show, and then the person with the lowest valued item has to leave. Yeah, I think that would be a badass. I'm like always about, like finding things that are really valuable and then selling them for a huge profit. It's such a great thing. All right. If you could have anyone else's smile, whose smile would you want? And I don't even know what that means. Like, if you could, like, have it for your own smile, or does that mean, like, earn someone's smile?
I'd have to say James Dean. His face is kind of lit up everywhere, and he seems really approachable, real calm and relaxed. And it's known worldwide, probably.
I think that I will go with an answer that is kind of up in my feels today, and that would be I would have Catherine O'Hara's smile. Because she had a really unique smile, and she's going to be really missed, I can tell you. So many people are feeling that she's gone today.
She showed a lot of emotion to her face.
Yeah, she had a very
That's
unique smile.
Kind of like with James Dean. I mean, you could tell when he was distraught and
yeah, expressive.
Yeah, and you could tell when he was not serious and approachable.
If right now you could be handed anything at all that would fit in the palm of your hand, besides money, what would you want it to be?
I have to say an expensive old coin. Just so I can fantasize where it's been, how it gained its worth. It has something that has a history on it. Money just having money in your hand and worth something is nice.
Right. Okay, well, palm of your hand, I think it would be, probably a diamond or something like that, because then you can kind of look at it and it shines differently no matter where you're, no matter how you're holding it, it sort of shines differently no matter what. So it makes it interesting to look at. Plus it's valuable, I think. I don't know. Anymore you try and get rid of a diamond and it's not worth all that much. What is the one thing you have never done to celebrate your birthday that you would like done? See, this is the problem with the two different cards is that they ask the same questions. Yeah, that's
throw that
nonsense.
one back in the box. Weird answer.
You would really love to do on your special day. No, stop that. I think we ran into this problem before.
Sure, not in
the
same box.
Questions. No, it's not. If you could learn one trade secret, what particular piece of information would you want disclosed to you? One trade secret.
One trade or one skill.
Well, I'm just having a hard time with the light over here. It's hard to read these. If you could learn one trade secret. So you remember how I was telling you about how the people that have the recipe for Coca-Cola, it's spread out among I feel like it was 2, maybe 4 people, and they all have to be in the same location for it to be, you know what I mean? That way nobody can just walk off with the recipe for Coca-Cola.
They're kind of sworn to it.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what it's talking about, is if you could have one trade secret, what do you think would be your choice?
Yeah, that sounds good. I have one trade secret. I don't know. I'd have to.
Somebody's wanting their armadillo, which is just unbelievable.
I'm
getting harassed about an armadillo toy that I have no control over. I've already purchased it. It's on the way. It's just not fast enough, apparently. So what trade secret do you want?
Trade secret I want? Oh, gosh. I guess trade secret would be to learn a musical instrument.
Okay. I don't know if that's... Well, I mean, I guess you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's not a skill. It's a trade secret. So, I mean...
That's a tough one. Gosh, I don't know. That one, I really don't. Draw a blank.
Full Force 31st anniversary. What? Full Force is having their 31st anniversary. What? I feel so old. I went to that concert with Lisa and the Cult. Oh my gosh. That just popped up on my YouTube that Full Force is 31 today. Oh my gosh. That makes me feel very old. What is the most memorable TV advertisement that you've ever seen?
Oh, I just seen
I
it
know
on.
mine.
I know mine.
I just shipped my pants, Dad. I just shipped my drawers.
I just saw somewhere it was the anniversary of Where's the Beef?
Oh my gosh, where's the
Wendy's
beef?
commercial. But yeah, I shit my pants. It's classic. That is classic. And then the Wendy's were.
And that was
Where's
a
the Beef?
Kmart commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate that they've done bankruptcy and they're out of business now. Because that was a brilliant commercial. Whoever came up with that
I
deserves.
shit my bed.
I just shipped my drawers. See, I don't think these are any more
Racier.
racy. Yeah.
They're different.
This one's
They're harder to
long.
answer, actually. I guess it involves a little deeper thought.
Every time I say that, it goes. Woo! So hopefully it's just a matter of time. If you could visit any 5 countries in the world as part of, oh my goodness, no, this is not, like, this is kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I gotta have better light. I have to have better light, because this is hard to see. I might make you read them, how's that? They are
Not that
so
loud
hard
on
to
your head.
read from over here. Okay, if you could visit any 5 countries in the world as part of a 2-week vacation, which countries would you choose? Assume that you would have easy air travel throughout your trip. So, like,
Cruise travel.
yeah, you could, like, you know, you would have, like, easy access to air travel if you needed to go to different countries, or the different countries.
We're gonna be going on something like that.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. Like, this is kind of interesting question, considering we are actually going on a trip that we will be seeing 5 different countries or
at least
cities.
Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be on a cruise, so the time's gonna be a little more limited, but we can sleep during the day. But
I'm dreading
I
the
thought
cruise
that would
business.
Be, yeah.
I really am. I don't even know as I want to go on a cruise anymore. I'd like to visit these cities, but the thought of being on a cruise where we're trapped and have to spend a fortune for every stupid little thing is just kind of intimidating.
Yeah. The cruise thing's gonna be a little bit different. I mean, I like amusement parks, but sometimes I just want to get off the ride. So, well, at least we'll be able to get off into different ports, so that'll be a big help. But
Yeah.
I think the one we're picking kind of right now would be a good one. I've always wanted to. We're going from Paris, France, to Brussels, Belgium, to London, England, then to Amsterdam, which is a place I've really always wanted to go.
What
and
you
then
doing,
end up
Dylan?
in Hamburg, Germany.
I know. I don't even want to answer that because we are going on that trip
I know it.
in
That's
April.
kind of what right now. It's probably where I want to be. Definitely.
I'm afraid I might just want to stay in London, you know.
You'd be surprised. There'd be all kinds of things to find.
They probably will hate us and be like, you Americans need to go home to your, you know, chaotic little city or country. If you could organize a debate between any 2 people, living or deceased, who hold opposing viewpoints, what would you want to hear, and what would be the topic of the debate? So 2 people with opposing viewpoints, living or dead, and what would be the topic of the debate?
don't know, maybe, oh gosh. I'd say maybe Pope John Paul and Aleister Crowley. And the topic would be religion, does it exist?
Okay. I don't even know.
Oh, big atheist versus
Atheism versus
your top person. And
big. Well, yeah. I mean,
there's definitely two different
science
opposing
versus
viewpoints.
religion.
Yeah, kind of.
No, that's a tough question.
It is. I'm just trying to.
That is a really
think of
tough
something
question.
Off the cuff.
I mean, I'd love to say like.
I just hate debates because, in general, with all the politics going on now.
Yeah, I'm
So
thinking.
I try to stay away from that.
I would love to say that it should be like Trump versus Putin, but I kind of think that they're maybe, on the same page, so that wouldn't be a good debate, would it? It wouldn't be a very good debate. I don't think they would debate much. Maybe like, how about we go with, since I am definitely not anti-gun, but how about Dana Loesch versus Shannon Watts? You know who those people are, right?
Yeah.
Dana Loesch is like the NRA's spokesgirl, spokeswoman, and Shannon Watts is that woman who is from Indianapolis, way up in Zionsville, or wherever she's from. I don't know. I think that's where she's from. And then like put them. She's like supposedly anti-gun, anti-firearms, but I can't, man, those two have been actually in a show off and nobody like shows up to these things. Like they're always like, well, meet me, like catch me outside, but nobody ever does. Like nobody ever shows up to it because they both know that they're full of crap. Like I think they're both full of crap. Like Shannon Watts has never lost a child to gun violence like I have and like so many have. And she's just raking in the money from people who are fed up with gun violence. I don't know. And then you get Dana Loesch in there who is like, yeah, like people that have guns don't follow rules anyway. Or people, no, I'm sorry. People that buy guns the right way follow the rules, whereas people that are criminals, they get guns from, I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. That would be the topic of the debate is gun violence and what's the best solution to the United States having a gun problem. And I don't even know what the answer is because you're not going to remove guns. And at this point, it's almost kind of funny how it's turned into, the NRA versus Trump's cabinet and what they're saying about this latest episode where the guy had a gun. It's going to be an interesting few years, I can tell you that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you like your given first name? If you love it, 0, and then if you hate it, 10.
I'd have to say 10 now. Just after learning, and almost every name has a meaning.
So you like your name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like my name too. I like it because it's kind of, it's both male and female spelling. and it's got, some pretty strong consonants, and I don't know. It's not something like, I'm not even gonna do that because I'll just make somebody mad if I do that. But I actually don't mind my name at all. Let's see. In your
Jump back in
opinion,
the other box. This is low.
which person in American history is the most deserving of a new national holiday named after him or her? Who deserves it the most?
Oh gosh, either me personally, either John Adams or Theodore Roosevelt. They're dominating people in history, and you get to realize the story of each one. Maybe John Adams. He's part of the Constitution. He's also a representative, the second president.
Does he
Plus, he's the father of the U.S. Navy. He accomplished a lot more things than people give him credit for. And
John Adams?
yeah, and
Was he president? I'm sorry, he was, right?
Second president.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, and, I mean, does he not fall under President's Day?
Well,
or you think he should just have a day named after him
himself.
In general?
He accomplished a lot of things, and he also wrote so many good poetries and good books just for the love of his wife. It's an epic love story.
He wrote poems for his wife?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is what I've kind of read and later seen the movie on.
I think Neil Diamond should have his own day.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? John Denver. Or Dolly Parton. Songwriters, man. I think more songwriters need, like, a recognition because, man, do they change things, They sure do change things. When people hear their...
Bowie Day.
A David Bowie Day.
Prince Day.
Oh, yeah. If you could own the original copy of any document of history, what would you choose?
Document history. Document as in one or?
Documents or document, like,
Gosh, there's been so many. I'd have to say. Maybe the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
I'd like to go through that.
Give you some more reading.
Yeah, give you some more reading, give you more history. And they were definitely locked and stored away for a reason. A lot of books or the scrolls tell a big history. They're very protective, and a lot of important things the Bible was derived. A lot of those Dead Sea Scrolls. There's not only things in the Bible, but things left out of the Bible. But my problem is I want to look at the content and probably screw them up versus holding on to them for monetary value.
I think I would want to see the, what was it, gosh, this is where my brain is going to melt down. What was the convention that they had for the Bible and what state and what?
Well, that was set up after.
What was it called? So my brain doesn't melt down trying to think of it.
I can't think of it either. When Constantine defeated the Romans.
Yes, I want to see all the documentation of what was supposed to go and what was like kept and what was tossed out. I would love to see.
That was just all on a vote.
All of the, all of the documents that got, considered for, keepers or losers.
Some of these questions are pretty deep. You might want to jump in it back in that other box for a little while.
I don't know.
You got a good
You're
one?
welcome to come up with that. I mean, like, okay, in what place or situation more than any other would you feel completely out of your element or comfort zone?
Completely out of my element or comfort zone.
In a flop house?
No. Oh, I don't know. Probably in a Capitol building. I'm so disgusted with the way the government and things are getting done here. It's just almost sickening how one side fights so much against the other side. We should be going together and getting common goals. It's just everything's so radical left or radical right.
Right.
There's such division and nobody can meet on anything and
NASA?
nothing can get done.
NASA, was that what it was?
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on. Of all the people that would know it, you would. And now my brain is going to go into full-on meltdown trying to remember the name of it. The Sea of Nassau, or I don't know. Crimea? Come on. Don't do that to me. You got to remember it. You're the one that knows this stuff.
Typically do.
For me, I would just say I would feel the most out of my element at a Catholic mass. I have no idea what you guys are always spitting out at each other, like, and also with you, and that kind of stuff. And I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm just saying I don't really, with the full garb and everything, it just, I don't know. I just feel very out of place there.
Tradition.
I don't know all the little comeback phrases that you guys use and why it just feels so lacking of any kind of feeling or Crimea? It's Crimea or something. What do you forget to do more than anything else? Man, I could think of about 100 things that you forget to do.
I can keep forgetting to take my allergy pill at night. So I can sleep with my machine a lot better. That's got anything. If I throw myself out of step, I'm off.
That's kind of like, this is like reading fortune cookies. Like, I don't know. They're pretty like plain. Because I mean, I could sit here and say, well, I always forget to change the furnace filter.
Yeah.
Stupid crap like that. But I think that it would be more interesting with, like in bed, You throw in bed into any of these questions. What do you forget to do more often than anything else in bed? Wear socks. My feet are like ice.
Hell
no. Oh my goodness.
Socks in the bed should not be allowed.
They don't feel right, but my feet are always so cold. Of all the vacations or trips you've taken, which one exceeded your expectations the most? You already know what my answer is, because I want to go back, and I want to live there, and I just want to stay there in Eden.
I'd have to say Rome. I'm such a history buff, and they're still discovering stuff in Rome and finding things that they never knew existed, and everything got put on top of layers and layers, and just that was the heartthrob of the world at one time.
Well, I would like to go back to Costa Rica and just stay there. That was the best trip I've ever had.
Very beautiful.
Oh, it was amazing. Aside from the driving. The driving is a little psychotic, but other than that, yeah. What's the matter, Alice? What is your favorite story to share that involves someone in your family's history? Sorry, I'm really having a hard time reading these because it's so dark in here. Your favorite story to share that involves someone in your family's history.
Oh, gosh. That's some tough question.
I got one.
Go ahead.
My grandmother was so sweet. I loved her so much. And she used to come visit us at this farmhouse that my grandfather on my dad's side sold us. So we were living in this drafty old farmhouse. And my grandmother, it was like right on it was on a farm, really. It was like in the middle of nowhere in New York. And my grandmother would come and pick apples from this great big apple tree. And I can remember this apple tree, my gosh. And she used to chase the cows away, like scream at them, "I'm gonna make hamburger out of you!" And she'd throw apples at these cows, and she would crack me up. Like, I mean, she would make everybody. That was like the big, forever
I thought you were
story.
going to talk about your dad and Casey Kasem.
Oh, my dad and Casey Kasem. Yeah, well, I tell that story to a lot of people. He was Shaggy's. Well, they called him the engineer, but he was actually the DJ, and Casey Kasem was the MC out of Buffalo, New York, before he got really, really famous.
I have to say, looking back at it, probably the most. I was kind of part of it, but we were in the process of traveling from Texas to Indiana to go back to vacation, and we literally got stuck in a tornado, went right over our heads, and it was me, my dad, and my mom. It was the most intense around the minute thing you'll ever see in your life. It was
I
just
bet.
absolutely amazing. Just
How do you know which way it's gonna go? I mean,
you don't.
like,
All you could do is sit still and saw a
they
root.
say to
I
go
was
and
right
get in
next
a
to it. Yeah,
ditch.
yeah. There was a fireworks stand that got picked up and thrown into a ditch. A convenience store's head roof got ripped right off. All we could do was sit in the car, and I tried to make mistake of opening the door, and a bunch of debris started cutting into even our dash inside the car, and I had to quickly shut it. And we just had to hold tight. We didn't know what was going to happen. It was overdone with pretty quick, but it seemed like your life kind of passed in your eyes. It was exciting
Yeah,
and scary at the same time.
Yeah, like people that chase after them.
And they didn't really realize how bad it got until that fireworks stand got taken off, and that roof of that gas station we were parked up against ripped right off, and then you just realized how serious it was.
Man, I don't. It's like tornadoes are so random, and they're exciting in a way, but they're scary as hell.
Something that you had no control over.
Yeah.
All you could do was say your prayers and at the end count your blessings. So
Okay, so if any one item in your house could be instantly cleaned or repaired at the snap of your fingers, what would it be?
I got too much to answer on that one. It'll be repaired though.
All right, so which thing? The roof?
Yeah, probably so.
I would just clean my whole damn house if I could with a snap of my fingers. That would be excellent. If it were only that simple, right?
Yeah. Getting ready to sell my home. Probably the number one thing is just to have everything put in place and sold all at one time. The house is ready to go.
If an artist, hello Alice, offered to create a life-sized sculpture of you in any material you wanted, oh my goodness, the light. So what would you choose? Examples being granite, marble, wood, bronze, glass, etc. You do the ice queen for me. You just do a sculpture out of ice.
No, I would probably do some kind of semi-precious kind of stone, like jade or turquoise, something that's very colorful and solid. That's what they're asking.
Yeah.
I like the colorful stuff.
These are
Something that's different.
Thought-provoking, brain-melting questions, right? Right,
Yeah.
Alice? Okay. What is one annual event that if you miss it, I can't read these because there's no light in here. Turn a light on, Carrie. Dummy.
I know, it's one right above your head.
I know, but if I turn that on, it's just gonna like make everything ridiculous. What is one annual event that if you miss it, leaves you feeling like your year is incomplete?
Well, it'd be Christmas. Everybody gets together for Christmas. Families and friends, and if you miss it, it seems like something you can't get back.
Right. If you miss it. I don't know. I'm thinking, but I'm not sure what my answer is. Turn this light on over here because it's ridiculous that I can't even read these, and that's what we're doing. And then the cats will knock it over because that's what they do. That's their job. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's why I didn't turn that on. I knew that I put an e-bulb in there and there was no matching it up. One event.
Let's see here.
Maybe. I'm thinking I might just move over here. One event that if I miss it, I mean, yeah, Christmas, but I've always got, like, I'm always having those nightmares that Christmas has already come and gone and that I didn't buy anything for anyone. I think that would probably be it. Christmas. Yeah, still better. Not a darn bit better.
Swap your seats.
Yeah, or I could just let you read them.
No.
Why? Because you don't like reading them?
Good job with that. I still want to be on.
I'm doing such a good job of squinting at these cards.
Yeah.
And going, oh, I can't read this because there's no light in here.
Just right there.
God, like...
You see perfectly.
Like, you know, I never thought until I had eye surgery that I'd be in this position where I was one of those people that are like, hang on, I gotta get my readers. But now I don't need readers, I just need light. It's weird because it does really mess with your eyes when you've had eye surgery. Messes with them big time. I think I've had now, let's see, gosh, 12 surgeries to my eyes. I've had 10 for the thyroid eye disease. And then, was it 2 for the lenses implant?
Lenses and cataracts.
Yeah. I talked to somebody about the film that you get on the back of your lens, and apparently that's just a really quick laser thing. They just zap it off with a laser. When stress builds up in your life, what's your favorite positive way to release the tension? This one's good.
To go out for a ride, either in the car or on my street strider.
Go for a ride in the car.
Yeah, let's leave everything behind for a minute. Leave everything behind for a minute. What about yourself?
I don't know. I don't really deal with stress all that well anymore. I get overwhelmed. I think I've gotten to that point where it's like my coping mechanisms are down to nil. I'd love to say I can meditate it away, but I can't. So maybe going to the cemetery, visiting my family. It's sad. If you had to write a mission statement for your life, what would it say? It would say, rock on, Tim! Tim, 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 Tim.
I have to say, I competed in the game, finished the race, and never lost faith.
That's so boring. I know, but that's so boring. Mine is fuck grief. Yeah. Eat a dick, grief. Okay, you've been granted a 5-minute private meeting with the President of the United States. Oh, Lord have mercy.
The current president?
Since your time is short, what one topic would you be sure to bring up? Oh, I don't think I could do it. I wouldn't want to meet the president right now. I just wouldn't. It's too much going on.
All that stuff.
I really don't think I'd want to meet him. I wouldn't even snatch the opportunity. I would love to meet maybe, like, now I'm not saying that I was even like, the biggest supporter, but I wouldn't mind meeting someone like Barack Obama or, I don't know. I don't want to meet Clinton because he was just kind of a douchebag.
They all are.
Yeah, politicians be politicianing.
We haven't had a true good president maybe since Ronald Reagan.
I really, like I said, I wasn't Obama's biggest supporter, and I'm really middle of the road. I am. Sometimes I lean a little more conservative, and other times I lean a little more liberal.
One
but
party picks a topic, and the other party just picks the exact opposite. There's no unity.
That, and I don't
working together.
I just don't have any.
Chaos.
It's so weird because I have so many family that supports the president now, and I don't necessarily support what's going on. I think that there is some need for action, but I don't really appreciate the way he's going about it. There's different ways to do things, and
it's just been complete chaos over the years.
It has. And I think that the reason why a lot of people liked Trump is because he wasn't a typical politician. But the problem was he was kind of a corrupt businessman. So
it's been going on for years.
I'm not in his camp.
It's not we the people, it's for myself type of
Yeah, I
type
think
of
that almost
government.
everyone has been for themselves.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Biden was kind of
It was
boring.
ineffective. I mean,
He was status quo. He didn't have much. I mean, like, I think he was a little old for the position.
they believe it. He believes that they can solve everything through peace, and you can't. You know, where is our where is that
Where were
that
they
gray
when we
area?
needed them to, like, kind of stand up and, you know, represent?
Hmm?
I want to say, like, you know, where were the reasonable choices? Because we just haven't had any in a long time. I know that's politics, and that's a rough
So black and
discussion.
white, and they don't work enough in that gray area.
I really truly think that I must walk on that, like, on the solid, you know, on the solid double lines in the center of the road. I'm so middle of the road when it comes to politics. I go both ways, baby. I'm bi. I'm bi political. I just don't. I don't know. Excuse me.
That road's a freeway now instead of narrowing it and bringing both sides together. It's the widest freeway you can think.
I don't know what the solution is, but what we're doing right now is not it, and it scares me to death that we're heading right back into World War III, and you know all that just drives me nuts.
You gotta dig back in the box for a better one to get back in the. Back in the other box, he questions.
I'm back in the other box
Are we?
because I can read these easier. If you if you could instantly double the size of any room in your home, which room would it be? If you could double it.
Double it? Oh,
Yep.
gosh. Probably the living room. This one area everyone likes to get together and
right.
Congregate in, and you get the acoustics right. And
I might do the kitchen.
Atmosphere thing.
Yeah, the living room would be a good one, but
my house, the kitchen, my kitchen's just too small.
what item above all others should no respectable refrigerator ever be without?
Do what now?
What item above all others should no respectable refrigerator be without? What in the world?
Diet Mountain Dew.
What in the world?
Diet Mountain Dew.
No, Diet Coke.
Oh, okay. Never be without that. Well, those are easy.
Can't be without the Diet Coke, man. Then we get the headaches, right? You're worse. I mean, Diet Mountain Dew's got more caffeine than Coke.
I know it. I need the caffeine. Like every refrigerator, every kitchen needs a coffee maker.
What is the biggest misconception that people have about your line of work?
My line of work?
Yeah.
Just really, I guess, probably as unsafe it is. We're on machinery that can kill people, and you're working inches apart from each other, and you don't have the time or the patience to fear it. If you fear it, then you get nothing done.
Mine is that you'll never find 4-leaf clovers. So, like, my line of work, if you aren't familiar with me, is I take some of the thousands of 4-leaf clovers, 4+ leaf clovers that I find, and I turn them into resin designs, or sometimes I put them inside bottles, or I just do a lot of that kind of stuff with 4-leaf clovers. And I sell them in open air markets, and I think probably the biggest misconception is all the people that walk up to me and tell me that they've never found one single four-leaf clover in their whole life. It's like, well, have you ever taken more than like 20 seconds to look for one? Because they're like everywhere. If you just look for them, if you take the time. And honestly, that is my stress go-to. When I'm stressed out, I go outside in the grass and just sit there and
both our
pick
jobs seem
four-leaf
to
clovers.
deal with patience. Nobody has patience. Everybody wants everything done now, right
Yeah.
now, and they don't take the time to look, take the time to, to be safe,
Yeah.
because everything's on demand now. And
Well, yeah.
nobody wants to
I mean, the whole
take
point of
safety
doing
and
these was to like sort of be thought provoking, and it doesn't all have to be. I mean, I'm sure that there's a whole box of these questions that are really meant for, like, sexual stuff and all. I mean, I'm fine with doing those too if we ever find them, right? But
yeah, we have to kind of
this
search,
this is basically more just to like
get to know you,
pick your brain and make you answer
yeah,
questions that you
exactly.
hadn't thought about. I don't know who came up with these, but at
Anyone
this
else?
point in your life, what do you truly desire more than anything else?
I desire that everybody's content and happy and satisfied. I don't. You got some people that are struggling so hard they
So when you say
can't see.
some people, do you
Well, I
mean
mean,
in
like
your
they're
household, in the
no,
world, in the
in
country?
the world and society in general. There's always that person that's got to have the best of this and the best of that, the better than the next guy. Not being content with what you have and helping others. There's other people that
So that's what you
there's other
desire
people
more than
that
anything else?
well is that
What do you
everyone's happy and
desire more
content.
than anything
Yeah,
else for
I
you?
mean
I
I
mean,
would because if that's the case, we all could help each other and everybody do better. And if everybody's doing better, then you don't have to worry about people stealing or starving or that this route. I mean, how much how much can one person get? Why do we have to? Why can't we all enjoy the luxuries, regardless of what you do as a job, when we can all help each other out?
I think that
That's
that's
just me
great,
personally.
and I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think that that's kind of short sighted because if you think about some places where people are born and are raised and are like living their life, it is
Oh,
so different from our
it is.
spoiled little butts in the
It
United
is. It
States.
is. I
We've
mean,
got it
it can't be
so
solved, but
good.
doesn't mean I can't desire it, even though it
Like
can't be
all I
achieved.
can do is like in my brain I go to these poor women in Africa who have birth injuries, and then they have like they pee themselves constantly because they were injured during birth, and they don't realize that there's just a simple surgical solution for it. Or they have like feces running down their legs, and their whole tribe just turns away from them and puts them in this little isolated hut by themselves, and
Hmm.
their husbands leave them and take off with other women.
Every
And
different
I sit there
societies.
thinking about that kind of stuff, and then I go, wow, like and then they
Yeah.
have to walk like 3 days to this clinic that helps them take care of it, and it was founded by British people or something. And I think about stuff like that, and I go, like, wow, do I really have anything to complain about? But I do. I mean, I know child loss. I mean, two kids in their adult years dying and inside of 3 years. And I mean, I've lost five people in a very short span of time, and it was
Yeah, it's
just,
tough.
I don't wish that on anyone. That's really hard shit. And I try not to dwell on it, but I do. And I know I do. So,
It's hard because you
what do
nobody
I
no nobody
desire? I
walks in the
kind of
same shoes.
desire for my life to go back to the reset button and, like, and, like, have things back when I was young and tiny and really
Exactly.
beautiful, and I had the world by the
Well,
ass,
you are
and
beautiful.
you know, I let
You
some
are
guy that
beautiful.
couldn't keep his dick in his pants,
Yeah.
like ruin. I mean, he didn't ruin my life, but he sure did hog up a good majority of it.
Yeah.
Like 25 years down the tubes. Bye. And whose fault is that? Is that his fault or is that my fault? So I would love to.
Go back with that knowledge or
What do I desire? Like, yeah, I'd
the
love to
wisdom.
be able
Wish you
to.
had the wisdom and go back. Going back, you're gonna make the same mistakes.
Yeah,
But
I wish that I could have gone back in
with
life.
the wisdom you've gained, you know.
Yeah, like I wish that I could have the foresight I have now back when I was, 16 and crazy about somebody who was already cheating on somebody else to be with me. I mean, really, I think I just wanted to be loved. So, I don't know. It's amazing what we'll do for just to be loved. And I think like, these women in Africa, here we'll go back to that, right? These women in Africa with these birth injuries, all they want is to be loved. That's all they want, just to be loved. That's kind of sad, don't you think? That's all anybody wants in life is just to be loved. Okay, if, in your opinion, and you've been given, well, let's see, and you've been given permission to brag here. That's what it says. What is your most likable quality?
My loyalty.
Your loyalty?
Yep. When you got me as a friend, I'll do anything for you. And I can be counted on and trusted. And that's what I've been told. That's what I strive for, and that's what I'm proud of, I guess.
I would say that I am also pretty proud of how loyal I am, but look where it's gotten me. So that's a slippery slope too.
It is.
You can
You
be
just
loyal
gotta,
to
you gotta,
somebody
you can
that
be
doesn't
loyal to
deserve
somebody,
it.
but you gotta have the
You kind of have to have the knowledge of who deserves your loyalty and who doesn't.
Exactly. You gotta be able to put a stop to it, and may the bridges you burn light your way, and just keep moving forward. Keep swimming around the same stuff.
That's just what I want, is to be able to take all the pain that I've like dealt with and then be able to slingshot it forward and make a difference in other people's lives. Like if I can help anyone through this process, then I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. You know, it would be very awesome. Um, so what do you tend to put off until tomorrow more than anything else, or more often than anything else?
Gosh.
Thank you,
My
son.
pride is just completing projects. I got so many projects going, and look forward to starting other projects.
Starting projects.
Just sticking to one thing and completing it completely, and put it past me and go on to the next thing. I just got so many irons in the fire.
What do you put off until tomorrow? Okay. For me, I think it's like,
And I'd say if specifically probably fix my cars. Got a couple car projects that.
you've got some nice cars to
Yeah, I
sell.
know.
We need to deal with that.
Yeah, I know.
The one parts car. I really think that car, even for parts, is going to sell because it was a really rare.
I got a guy that's got one, the rare one. He was interested in buying mine. I don't know what kind of price to put on it.
I think we can look it up in the Blue Book, the Kelly Blue Book. For me, I think it's just. I mean, I don't live in a hoard, but my house is a mess right now. And it's because my mind is a mess. I think when your mind is a mess, your house is kind of a mess sometimes.
Organization.
It's not like disgusting or anything, but it's something that I would like really be upset if somebody just showed up unannounced and said, "Hey, can I come in?" I'd be like, no. So I think we all have those periods of time when we don't like pick up like we should. I'm not.
My
It's
thing is
everyone's fault, not just
like,
mine.
like in my cars, I mean, it's like, well, the longer they sit, the more valuable they'll get. But
Yeah, you have some valuable cars sitting there, but that one is rusting out because it's sitting there.
I don't know, it's all garage taken care of. That parts car maybe a little bit, but
Yep, yep, yep. Say hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. If someone gives you $1 million to start any small business of your choice, what would it be? Donovan, your turn.
What?
If someone gave you $1 million to start a business, what would it be?
Instrument repair shop.
An instrument repair shop.
oh, there you go.
That's your stress release, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what would yours be?
Mine would be probably a travel agency. I love to travel. I like travel to experience and share my ventures.
A travel agency. Okay, cool. I think mine, I don't know, I already got my own little business. I don't need $1 million for it.
It would help.
Yeah, I suppose, but then it would be more pressure.
Yeah.
I don't want the
More money,
pressure.
more problems.
I just want to do it at my own pace.
Bigger problem, I should say, not more.
I would have more money to maybe get it sold in other places.
Get the site set up.
Yeah, but the site, I don't know if it would do any good because it just doesn't seem like that stuff is something you sell online. People don't buy impulse stuff online. Maybe they do, but I don't know.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what does it mean to live a successful life?
You enjoy your work and live mostly stress free.
There you go.
What say you, Maestro?
Dedicated to gain knowledge that you can pass on to somebody.
Who is
Either
that handsome
history,
boy?
Or it's either history or traveling places or just that knowledge where people look upon it, come to you when they got questions or
You want to be the
come
boss?
and get advice. No, not that, but just an advisor. You know, an advisor or facilitator.
So you're like an elder.
Yeah, basically. I think that when people are coming to you later in life, that means, you know, you got some kind of respect you built, trust you built. I think that there really shows how successful you are. You don't need a fancy clothes, a fancy this, a fancy that. You just
A
if
successful
people come
life.
to you genuinely.
Yeah, I don't think mine would have anything to do with money.
Yeah.
I think I've come to realize that money just doesn't buy happiness because I can't buy my daughter's back.
It's a little easier, but that's all it does.
It just does make things easier. I think successful to me would be that my children are happy and in homes that are happy, and that my grandchildren are in happy homes that are sound and
It's
not
like a good role
they're
model
not
for
hungry or cold or needing anything, and that I can travel and be reached wherever I go, just visiting other places now. So successful to me, I suppose, means that I've got the freedom to explore the world and not have to bust my butt getting to where I want to go and what I want to see. If you could be a fly on the wall anywhere at all, where would you want to be? Maestro! Hello, handsome boy. Is it tweet
I
time?
mean, it's something that, like, right at this exact moment, or
Yeah, if you could be a fly on the wall, where would you want to be?
probably. That's a hard question to answer. Depends what your goal.
You want to go into the Vatican?
Go in the Vatican. Have certain reasons for that. I mean,
Be a handsome boy.
you can go to the
You're famous, mister. You're
go to the White House and
famous.
sit on some meetings there and see
Hello
what's
to all my
going
friends.
on here, or it could be a concert or some type of show where you just want to enjoy yourself. It just depends what the ends of your means are.
I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall. Shoot. Donovan, where would you be a fly on the wall anywhere if you could?
He's thinking.
These are some mind busters. I know. They just make you go, wait, I don't know.
I feel like well, I don't know if I'd be on the wall, but I'd be a fly like inside of like a I don't know, like an industrial plant where I can like go inside the machine and see how they work. Just out of boredom.
That's not on my bingo card.
I just want to go into like a big old like conveyor belt system, like a sorting system, and just go inside it and look how everything's being sorted.
And go to the end of the machine and have them be like, "There's a damn fly in here."
Yeah, that's why we've been held up for like 50 minutes.
Fly on the wall and anywhere. And I've been thinking, but it's like, would you want to be a fly on the wall in the White House? No. Would you want to be a fly on the wall in the Louvre? No, I don't think so. That would be kind of boring.
Not even in the Louvre.
Not in the Louvre. I used to go to the art museum at Yale, and I could only spend just so much time in there because their security system made this really god awful high pitched, like, horrid noise that just would make my head feel like it was going to explode. And nobody else could hear it, but I could. And every time I'd go in there, I'd hear it. Just like when we go by that yard that's got that whatever it is to make pests go away, I hear it when we go by it. Like really, really high pitched frequencies are like, I hear them.
All security.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Louvre probably would have something similar to the Yale Art Museum. I don't know.
It's hard to pick right at this specific moment.
It really is.
There's points in time if someone said something that happened in the past, yeah.
Maybe I would want to be like in Stevie Nicks, mobile home, like House on Wheels, because she does a lot of traveling. I would love to hear her thoughts on some things, or like she's kind of a interesting person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any place in particular that I'd want to be besides here. What is your favorite article of clothing that you currently own? That one's for Tim.
What's yours?
Timmy time. Your pajama pants.
I was gonna say my plaid pajama pants.
Plaid. Ain't nothing like that.
They're soft. They're from whatchamacallit. Oh, what's
Plaid.
Polo. Yeah, they're
my only tops.
Oh my goodness. That is not an article of clothing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Here, give those
This is
to
an
me.
article of clothing that don't.
Let me see.
Technically.
Give them to me.
over the tops.
Yeah. I feel like a bug on a motorcycle. Motorcycle bug. My favorite article of clothing that I currently own.
Currently on.
My Hello Kitty hoodie. Oop.
Now, if it had to be like daily, day-to-day use, it would have to be my thermals.
My thermals.
My thermals,
Mr.
because
FedEx.
it is horribly cold out here.
Yeah, that's got to go back on. Thanks.
Whoops.
Thanks.
Muscle memory.
What is the kindest thing a complete stranger has ever done for you? Oh my gosh. I can
Complete
answer that
stranger?
1,000 times over.
Oh gosh.
I think the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for me is hundreds of people donating to not one, but 2 GoFundMe campaigns to bury my daughters properly. That was really humbling and really insanely tricky to navigate emotionally. I couldn't believe that so many people would reach out and, help with something like that. That was just very crazy.
I have so many, and there's so many good people out there. Probably the latest one was when we were down at Costa Rica, got lost to Monkey Island, and how people that didn't even speak the same language did whatever they could.
Yeah, that was cool.
Did whatever they could to get us to where we needed to go, and we were having to use translators to talk back and forth. They didn't know us from Sam, and
yeah, and we were just in their driveway, for crying out loud.
People
We're
don't
lost.
help these Americans or hate these Americans, and we were
Yeah.
lost. Nobody knew the language.
I wasn't outside the car,
That
but
was
I
very
could hear
nice.
you guys discussing
That was
it.
very
and
nice. I mean, they spoke in a whole different language, and they found the cell phone, got a hold of their daughter, and then we translated information on how to get back. That was probably very nice. They didn't know. I ended up using a lower Pulver's area. I ended up tipping them,
Yeah.
because they helped me out. That was very nice. But I've got so many occasions like that. I mean,
Right.
so many good people
where
out there.
where perfect strangers went out of their way
Yeah.
for you.
Didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's when total
Then
strangers.
they turned around, they were giving us flowers and everything else in their yard and above and beyond.
Yeah.
It was like trying to communicate, not even really knowing the language very well.
That was kind of cool.
That was cool.
In your opinion, where would be the most romantic place in the world to fall in love?
Fall in love?
Yeah.
Let's go. What you doing? Where do you like to fall in love?
Somewhere away
Let's
from
go.
here. But you can fall in love anywhere. But probably Rome or Paris. It's the city of love.
Ugh, Costa Rica. Can I just go there and live there?
Right.
They'll
Maybe
be like,
someday.
get out of our country.
Maybe
jerk."
someday.
That was so. I think that was one of the most rejuvenating trips. I swear that garage door is probably open or something because it feels really cold in here all of a sudden. What occupies too much of your time in life? Oh, for me, hands down, it's worrying.
Yeah.
Worry about every stupid thing.
Mine probably true crime. I get wrapped up in it.
True crime, yeah.
I
You
get
know,
so
the whole
wrapped up
world.
in it, next thing you know, you're watching one show, then going on to another show, then going on to another show, and it's like, oh my God, the day's gone.
The world is a much different place after true crime came along. I really think it is. It's like we went from having scripted television shows all the time to everyone has a camera and access to do videos just like this, and everyone has the ability to just be a movie producer or a television show producer.
And just watching what people do, it's just amazing. I mean, it's better than better than what you can put in the movies.
And
It's
like
what
I've
people
said,
truly react.
I really think that, it's only a matter of time before the FCC comes in and starts trying to regulate YouTube and, other things the same way that they do, television in the United States or whatever. It's like, first they had radio and then they had TV and then it was, well, this is safe and that's not safe and, this is what kids should hear and that's not what kids should hear. And, even YouTube has sort of turned around and created a system where you have to report. Hang on, I got to get my sweater here. So, like, you're obligated to say, like, this is something that was made for children, or this was not something that was made for children. You have to specify that when you put your video. What am I doing? Like, I got that sweater and I've already got a sweater. Like, my brain is going, boom. But, I mean, it just seems like we went from everything being scripted and actors and actresses to now you've got all these characters that go along with this true crime stuff. And it's just kind of, times are changing big time. They're definitely changing. I mean, I don't know what I mean by all that. It just seems like, being kids that were of the 80s, right? We've all become sort of hooked on watching real-time drama,
Events.
real drama. And now you've got a whole society that wants to get famous by being characters in reality TV or true crime,
You got
even
they
like
got
shootings and stuff like
the
that.
Murdoch murder. Richard Allen. You got Lori and Chad Daybell. I mean, there's just so many things that can.
And how many people got famous off of Lori and Chad Daybell?
I know it.
They got their whole
Then it's all like,
life.
Hold your
Oh,
interest.
sorry, I didn't know you were plugged in, but I need to plug in myself.
Okay, you're going to plug in here. I'm 100.
Okay. But I mean, I just think that it's weird how many people have sort of jumped on the wagon of reality TV. And I mean, this is reality TV when you think about it, as us sitting here answering stupid little questions and things, but that's
Well, you get to know people.
reality. I just want things to go back to a different, more simple time when we got paid. And there's my pretty girls. Oh, if I can get this thing to stand up. Not like anyone's really listening, but if you tune in later, then you're welcome to
Leave a comment.
leave a comment or answer the questions too. What was that? See, I mean, like, he's not even happy with just knocking the lamp shade off. Now he's got to knock the whole lamp over. Cat.
Just up looking for his treats.
He is. He's trying to get his little fix for the night. I'm gonna have, like, he's gonna be like, could you just put that in pureed form for me, Mom? I just think things have really changed. I don't even remember what the question was. But what I need today is a little bit of blank and a whole lot of blank. How would you fill that blanks in?
A little bit of blank and a whole lot of blank.
Yep.
A little bit of work and a whole lot more time.
A little bit of work and a whole lot more time. I think I would be a little bit of A little bit of time and a whole lot of patience.
Yeah. Exactly. It's probably more fitting.
Dealing with me is kind of a exercise in patience. All right. If you could actually jump into and experience any scene from a movie, what movie and scene would you pick?
Jump into a scene.
Of a movie.
You got one for that?
I mean, what dreams may come is always my answer for movies, because that was really cool when he was like free running and it was like painting, oil painting and that kind of stuff. But my second one would be like My Cousin Vinny in the courtroom. When she's like, no, you're dead wrong. You already know that's not the answer, or whatever.
It's so hard because I go so off script. I would probably go to some real cool place and then forget about the script and just enjoy where I'm at.
It's, I think, a scene.
A scene. I tell you what, I would probably. I don't know, probably. Probably the Mel Gibson film with Christ, where I just like to see how that truly went down and just kind of be that fly on the wall. I think it's one of the things, just to see how people really were and how cool they were and what their beliefs were. And I think that people could actually be that horrible.
You know, I thought the other movie that Mel Gibson did was a really great movie. That
Apocalypto.
Yeah, Apocalypto.
Yeah,
that would have been a great one to go into the city and see how people lived, and
they probably. You're an outsider.
It would have been weird.
You've probably been put up for sacrifice.
Yeah, but it would have been really cool to like just go and just see the city the way it was. To be a fly on the wall, right? In the city of, Mayan
cool.
Where is it? It's in
like the Emerald
South
Forest.
America, but I don't know where.
Emerald Forest, where they got part of that Indian tribe where, these indigenous people no one's even come across. And see how they live and do things and communicate and govern themselves.
Quite honestly, I really think that no matter where you are or what your language or all that stuff, you're just trying to get your belly full and stay warm and cool, or, whatever the situation requires, and then you just want to be loved,
Exactly.
And it's about generations honoring one another, and I think it's the same theory over and over and over again. It's the same script,
Yeah.
Are you like ready to be done with this?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we might have to like cut it short. It's almost going on an hour and 45 minutes of questions and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I'm always curious what other people's answers are. We got fishing. But, yeah. I'm going to sign off, I suppose. And I really appreciate everyone watching. And even if you play again later, that's cool too. So I hope everyone has a good weekend if I am not back before the end of the weekend. Take care.